Who do you think's more proper? Your grandma or Trump?
Trump.
Who's more
I don't
proper, your
trust my
mom or
grandma.
Trump? Yeah, why do you support Trump?
He's anti left ideology, which is what my favorite thing about him is. And then I also like that he's funny. And then I like when he makes fun of people. It's hilarious. And he's really good at it. So it's very entertaining.
Okay.
No,
You say it's
not like
super
a snooty
entertaining.
stuff.
Okay. I have a question. Like, can you tell me anything that he does himself or he wants to do for the country that is good?
Yeah, I mean, basically just fighting and pushing back on Democrats. They're fraudsters.
Wait, no, no, without saying what he's against, can you say what he's for?
I mean, helping out Americans with, economy, safety, just everything the president
Hmm.
does. Like, all presidents are
He's
going
a
to try to do
convicted
the same thing
criminal. He's a
for you.
violent offender, and he's also made every single metric of the economy worse off since he's got in office. Real GDP growth is lower. Real median wage growth is lower. Real domestic manufacturing investment has declined every quarter of his administration. We've seen unemployment increase. We've seen inflation increase. So he's made basically every main metric of the economy worse off since he got in office due to his tariff policy and his war with Iran.
Well, don't most presidents do that?
No, can you name one war that Biden started?
Oh, well, besides the war thing, like the other things, like because I don't agree with the war in Iran, but don't most presidents make like doesn't things get worse? Inflation goes up,
Well, I'm
You
saying
can
worse
always
as opposed to
contain
what
the
existed
inflation,
prior.
right? And it's
Like
just
at the end of Biden's administration. So it was doing better when Biden was in office.
you must have alternative facts. That's all
Nope,
I
that's
mean.
from the Bureau of Economic Analysis, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the St. Louis Federal Reserve.
And which statistic are you referring to?
I told you, real GDP growth, real median wage growth, unemployment, inflation, real domestic manufacturing investment, all of those things are worse off now since Trump's got in office comparative to the end of Biden's administration.
And what do you think the reason for that is?
Trump's war with Iran and his tariff policy. I've already told you this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, actually, I'm against both of those things. So
Yeah,
that's
and
kind of
that those
funny.
are things Trump did that created worse off conditions. At least then maybe you could acknowledge that, and then we would say, oh, Democrats wouldn't have done that. Harris wouldn't have done that if she was in office, which would mean the economy would be growing at a larger rate. We'd have more investment within the country, more job growth. We'd have lower inflation.
Yeah, sure, but that brings a bunch of things that she would do that I wouldn't disagree with as well. So no one's going to be perfect, and she
So wait, so
she
what
wants
has
to
he
lower
done? Can you tell
taxes,
me what
right?
Trump has done? Right? Not what he's against, what he's done.
Sure, I mean lowering taxes.
He increased taxes by imposing tariffs. You see lowering taxes to the TCJA. Harris wanted to
That
maintain all the tax cuts applicable to income earners under $400,000 a year and only wanted to increase taxes on income over $400,000 a year.
sure, tariffs can be a tax, but that's not necessarily true because depending on what you shop, how you shop. Like for me, I don't shop at all. Like I just don't. So I don't
Yes, you
really.
do. You literally buy consumer products. You have to live,
Oh, like a
okay? So you
Gatorade?
will absolutely get taxed by the tariffs because it affects consumer prices.
I mean, like I said, I don't agree with tariffs, but I do agree with a lot of the things he does. And I just feel like I have a lot of confidence in him to handle things like a proper adult. And 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 this is the thing. This is the thing.
Really, you
Most
think he's a
presidents,
proper adult?
he's more proper because he has so much money that makes him more proper. But when you have people in office and stuff that literally like
Can I
they
ask you
want
a
to beat
question?
around the bush, sure.
Who do you think's more proper? Your grandma or Trump?
Trump.
Who's more
I don't
proper, your
trust my
mom or
grandma.
Trump?
Huh?
Who's more proper, your
Trump.
mom or Trump?
Trump, obviously.
Who's more
Who's my
proper, your
mom?
dad or Trump?
Trump.
Who's more proper, your grandpa or Trump?
See, my grandpa's a multimillionaire. He's a pretty good guy, but I'd probably say Trump because he's more successful.
Okay, so you think the most proper person on the planet is Elon Musk?
He's probably, yeah. It just makes sense. He is. He's so
Really? He's the most
nice.
Can you tell me what proper means? To you, just
And he
proper
has
means having
Asperger's.
money.
Well, I think people with Asperger's are very proper, by the way.
I don't think that this is anything to do with Elon. We're specifically talking about, like you were saying, he's defined as proper simply for having the most amount of money, correct?
Well, that just, no, it's just a correlation.
You said it. What?
it's just a correlation. So like success would mean that you are more proper, you know. It's a correlation
But
between
that's
the
not
two.
does
It's
not mean
not the
causation,
defining.
sir.
It's not the defining factor. You know what I mean?
Okay, so if it's not the defining factor, then what's the argument?
It's a correlation. So you can see, and he's also the president, which means you can't get there. You can't become the president without like doing good things for maybe not everybody, but a group of people.
Restate that.
And yes, oh yeah, no problem. You can't become president without doing great things. Maybe not for everybody, but for at least doing good things for a certain group of people. So like he had to do good things for some people, if maybe not everybody, to get to the position, the top ranking position in the world.
So you're saying in order to become rich, you have to have like a lot of class. Is what you're saying?
Well, no, I was talking about being president. To be president, you have to like help people. You have to do really
No,
good
I
stuff
wouldn't
in your
argue that you have
community.
to help people. I think you have to lie.
I mean, the best liars are the politicians. You know, actors and politicians are the same thing as a homeless addict because the only difference is that a actor or a politician can lie way better. They can just lie way better. But the homeless guy's doing the same thing. He's trying to lie too.
Okay, so then do they both deserve housing?
I mean, I don't think people deserve housing because
You don't think people deserve housing?
unless they make it themselves. You can and no one
Did you
like
build your own house?
no, but like
Then you
you have
don't
to pay.
deserve that dude. You didn't build that
Yeah, but you have to pay for somebody else to build it. So unless you're building it yourself, you can't force somebody else to build something for you.
Well, the reality of the matter is that we absolutely can have services paid for through the context of the government. That's what public roads are, sir.
Yeah, but that's just redirecting. That's just redirecting forcing someone though.
Wait, I'm sorry. Do you have an
That's
issue with taxation?
I do have an issue with taxation is like if I don't see the fruits of it.
Wait, if
So
you
no
don't see the fruits of
taxation.
it, so we do see the fruits of it in these situations. And also, by the way, do you think Epstein was proper?
No.
But he was a billionaire. He was rich. Do you think Epstein is more proper than your family because he was
No.
more successful
No, he's worse.
monetarily?
No, he's way worse.
Okay, but you just said because they made more money, that means that they were
Allegedly.
then more proper. So under your view, you think Epstein is more proper than your entire family.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not a defining factor. It's a correlation. Come on, you know this. Like
Okay,
I
so
said.
then what was the argument for
Because
saying that Trump is
obviously,
the well, you said that Elon was the most proper person. That's what you said
well,
on
yeah,
the planet.
because he's just so nice too. He's just like super nice.
Is that why he was begging to be on the island?
He just wanted to go party, dude. He didn't know what they were
He
doing
just
there.
wanted to go party. Wow, that's a brutal thing to
I
say,
don't
by the way.
know. I don't know about that, but we just wanted to be a cool kid, you know. And they were like, "Ah, this guy's," you know. I don't know if he knew what was going on there, you know. If he did, then shame on him.
But it was after Epstein was already convicted,
That's not a good look.
or sorry, arrested.
That's not good.
I actually think the
Who
conviction was
knows?
there too. But
Yeah, but those are just emails, though. You don't really know, like, if that's real or not.
no, it is. It is real.
Yeah, but they're just emails. Like, so for instance, like you could
It
just
is
text,
real.
yeah, but you could just text somebody back and forth about like something, and then somebody could see those messages and be like, "This is real. Look, the text messages are right here." You know what I mean?
No, because these are in the files. You think the files are fake?
No, the files are just emails, though. They're not. There's no
Between
evidence.
them.
Yeah, but you'd have to. Okay, so for instance, like an investigation. So now I've been out of the sun for a minute. My brain's working faster. But all right, so in an investigation, say for anything, you would have emails or texts between two individuals stating you were at this place at this time doing this certain criminal activity. But the investigator would still have to prove that you had no alibi, that you weren't at there, or at some sort of evidence that you were in that location at the time doing said act. So just based off the text or email alone, you still have to corroborate the evidence with evidence. You know, you have to match the two. You can't just go off. Oh,
So
this guy
you
said
agree you
this guy
need
said he
evidence
picked
to
up
believe things to be
some
true, right?
green. Huh?
You need evidence to believe things to be true, right?
Right. So if you look at my text message and it says this guy picked up some green on Saturday.
Okay, so
But then you
one,
track my
we
phone
know
and I
that the
was
Epstein
home all
files
day.
are legitimate. This was literally the FBI's investigation into this. That's where this information comes from, right? These are files about this. We know this information is verified to be in relation to those individuals. It's not just like some rando fucking account that someone made named Elon Musk. That's not how it works. That's not what this is in reference to.